go. The Florida coach over here, Napier, the line reflects it that he should win this way, and he's been doing really well at home, and it's a good spot to take Florida minus the points. But I pass. I'm gonna let you handle it from there.
Well, I look at this game two ways, a couple different angles on this spot here. Number one, last week, it was after they had a game that got moved to Sunday. They played Eastern Washington. After that tough game, they played a good game. They went up to Tennessee and played a good game up there. Getting the points up there. And Richardson actually played pretty darn good in that spot. I thought he did. I mean, they played Tennessee pretty tough up there. We didn't expect that Florida to win up there, but we expect them to perform better than they did after losing to Kentucky at home. So that was a good little. I call it not really a bounce back spot, but a spot where they could kind of regather themselves and play in a hostile environment. So they showed that they were worthy in that spot. And then after the storm and everything, the following week, they had pretty much an easy game there. I wouldn't even call it a tune-up game, but basically a game to kind of stretch their legs after playing a tough game and kind of take a breather, so to speak. Now that they get to come back in the confines of the swamp and take on a Missouri team, which had Georgia. That's right, guys, Georgia on the ropes. I mean, I don't know what happened in that game, but I could have sworn Missouri's defense was Georgia's defense in that game. They had a really solid effort. They were really up for that game. All the credit to the Tigers, going out there and doing what they do. And that was a former App State coach over there at Missouri. He's kind of got them boys playing a little bit of defense this year because they was always a laughing stock in the SEC on the defensive side. So, I mean, whatever they put together in Columbia last week, man, they just they fought a hell of a game, 26-22 to Georgia. Here's another team that escaped, just like Alabama did in that game with Texas. Georgia, they fought a hard battle, Missouri. So what does that equate to them coming to the swamp this week? Did they leave everything on the field against Georgia? Not that they could hang their hat on that type of game that they played because that was the game that they really wanted to win playing at home. So they were really up for that game. So, Missouri, but they've been doing a nice job of holding on to the football too. So they get quality possessions. I think they're like third or fourth in time of possession in the SEC. So they're right in the thick of things when it comes to SEC play so far early on. But Florida, like you said, if Richardson goes out and plays the same type of game that he played up in Neyland Stadium up in Knoxville, I think Missouri, after that tough loss, they might be. This is not a great spot for Missouri after that tough game that they played with Georgia last week. So I think they come out licking their wounds a little bit, and I think Florida's kind of got a little momentum going back their way. So I kind of like Florida here in this spot. Laying the lumber here. I lay the 11 with the total. I'm not going to mess with because I think Florida's offensive line. I think it's going to be more of a ball control type of game. Where Richardson doesn't make the big mistakes, and Missouri, they're going to try to control the clock a little bit too to kind of keep them off. So I think I would lean under, and I would definitely take the Florida side here because I think Florida might put this game away, not early, but later than early. Probably you're looking at like mid fourth quarter, where they go up by 2 scores. I don't think we'll see a backdoor here. I hope not. But I think by that time, Missouri's going to that last week's game is going to carry over into the fourth quarter in this game here. And I think Florida pulls away late and covers by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I feel you right there on that spot. But me, I have a little tidbit with Notre Dame about teams that come and play Notre Dame because they bring their A game to come play Notre Dame. They usually don't cover the week after, so I don't see Missouri in the losing effort still come over here with enough energy to take on this Florida team right here. So I'm with you on the Florida side. I like the under as well, man. But let me jump into one.